How are you doing, YouTube? It's your friendly gamer, Smart Entity here. Today I'm going to talk a bit about trading. So trust me, under my trading, I got over 16,000 platinum from it. That's right, guys, I didn't spend a single cent in this game. All this platinum is from trading. I know you get 50 when you start, and then a while back the devs give out everyone 50, but I've bought quite a few slots, so I've got all this just from trading. I'll tell you guys how I did that later on, but to begin, I'll talk about rank 10s. So, rank 10s are your Steel Fiber, Vitality, Redirection, Heavy Caliber, Serration, Hornet Strike, Narrow-Minded, Blind Rage, and there's a few other crap mods and a few other non-crap mods that generally aren't that popular. So, I will say these ones are narrow-minded. I just sold mine yesterday for 450 plat, which was a really good deal. Are your usually considered essential arsenal to have. So what are these things worth these days? The rank 10 crap mods, if you're buying, I wouldn't spend more than 200 to 250 plat. If you're selling, try to sell it at 300 to 350. Something like Serration, Hornet Strike, buy it at 150 to 200, sell it at 200 to 250. Steel Fiber, Vitality, Redirection, buy it at 100, sell it at 200, I would say. So these are the rank 10s. Next I'll talk about corrupt mods. Now there's quite a few classes of corrupt mods, I would say. The good or essential ones I will consider to be these four. So Fleeting Expertise, Narrow-Minded, Overextended, and Heavy Caliber. Now, especially these three, you can pretty much get away with ignoring the negatives. So what I mean is, with Fleeting Expertise, if you're doing a Necros Desecrate build, the duration means nothing. If you're doing a Trinity Blessing build, the power range means nothing, narrow-minded. And with Overextended, if you're doing a Molecular Prime Nova build, the power strength matters in lower levels, but in higher levels, it's really quite meaningless. With Heavy Caliber, you'll notice a decrease in accuracy, even slightly on all weapons, but with the increase of 165% base damage, is absolutely essential mod in higher levels. At lower levels, it doesn't really matter because you can pretty much one-shot everything even without this, but high levels it's absolutely must. So buying, I would spend no more than 10 to 15 plat. Selling, try to get away with selling at 30 plat, especially Heavy Caliber. Otherwise selling at 20 plat is an okay deal. Next I'll talk about the sort of mid-level mods. So these include Blind Rage, Vicious Spread, which is here, Spoil Strack, and Corrupt Charge. So this is day 1 of update 13, so I would imagine these guys may have an increase in price in the next few days. Corrupt Charge is now an increase in channeling damage and decrease in channeling efficiency. So you increase channel damage and you increase your energy used for channel damage. These mods, I would say sell it at about 20 plat, buy it at 5 to 10 plat. You can pretty try get away with selling a max one at 30 to 40. Some people buy max, which is fine, but if you're a plat conservative person such as myself, I would never buy a maxed mod unless it's rank 10. So these are, I'll consider you to be your mid-level mods. Some of the other ones, things like your Tainted Mag, Tainted Shell, those kind of things I usually don't really bother much with, especially these magazine capacity, magazine reload speed ones. It's just not worth a mod slot. I mean, the amount of damage increase you can do with a mod slot is just crazy these days. So next I'll talk about rares. So these are your things like continuity, intensify, some nightmare mods, streamline, Vega, blaze, hammer shot. So generally, if you're buy at 5 to 10 plat. You can get hammer shot, blaze at 5 to 10 plat now, just because they come out on nightmare alerts. If you're selling base or unranked, sell it at 10. You may get away with 20 with things like blaze or hammer shot, but 10 for intensifying continuity is quite good. Max, try to sell at 50. It's very expensive, but some people just can't be positive maxing it. They will buy at that price. There's also a group of mods called auras, so energy siphon, steel charge, physique, those kind of things. Rejuvenation. You can still only get these during alerts, so selling it at 10 to 15 base, 40 to 50 maxed is doable. Buying, I wouldn't spend more than 5 to 10 plat buying it base or max, because they're not really worth that much. So I wouldn't be too desperate in buying these, because you will have a lot of people selling it. You only need one of each. They're all Warframe mods, so there'll be quite a few guys with a lot of these, and they just want to get rid of it. So that's mods. Oh, and one more thing, the event exclusive one. So that's your Tessera, your Serial, Milligan Force, Pestilence, Toxic Barrage, Virulent Strike. These days, buying, I wouldn't spend more than 40 to 80 plat buying. Selling, you can get away with selling at 150 plat each. Unranked base doesn't matter. There's 3 levels. They're quite meaningless. It takes nothing to max those. Tessera mods, if you're buying, so that's your high voltage jolt, shell shock, and voltage strike. If you're buying, 25 plat each is fine. If you're selling, try to sell at 80 plat each. I know the range for these are high, but they are exclusive mods at this stage, and some of them are really good. I know the stat is all increasing 60% damage of their respective element and increasing 60 proc. But for some people that don't like using farmers, you can actually max 8 by using 2 of those and decrease a couple farmer usage. So those are really good. So that's about mods trading at this stage. Another hot topic is primes. So prime gear, except Lex parts, Rhino chassis, Rhino BP, and Bolter BP. If you're buying, buy all of them at 5 plat each. If you're selling at 15 plat each is fine. You may get away with selling something like Ursus Prime Blades a bit more, but generally 15 plat each is good. Same with blueprints. Bolter, Rhino chassis, Rhino blueprint, and Bolter Prime, I should say. Bolter Prime blueprint. So if you are buying, 40 plat each is fine. If you're selling at 60 to 80 plat each is fine. With Lex, last night I sold a Lexed barrel for 40 plat. You can probably sell at high prices these couple days, but after a few days they're gonna decrease down to 15, I would imagine, just because people get them. So yeah, that's about as much as I want to talk about trading, how to make good deals. If you guys got any insight, share in the comments. If you guys made any good deals, write them down. I really want to know. So one more thing I want to mention is, I think it's called warframetrading.net. That's a good website for some people. Not taking anything away from the developers. They did a good job updating that. It's a lot of work. But if you are like me, so someone who is really into trading, someone who knows their stuff, or if you're a beginner trying to get deals, I would not look at warframetrading.net. Reason is, basically, if you want a max duration, say, warframetrading.net will tell you not to spend 500 plat on it, on a max one, and they'll tell you you won't get a max one for, say, 10 plat. For something like this, prices are changing all the time. Even if warframetrading.net says it's a high price, sometimes it's a good deal. If they say it's a low price, sometimes they say it's a bad deal. basically with trading, there is no set price. I see all the time in chat people saying, want to find the price of this, want to know the price of that. There is no such thing. There is a general range, but that's it, guys. Prices is all mediated by how desperate a seller is and how desperate a buyer is. They're changing all the time. It just depends on how desperate you are. If you stay in chat, for 2 hours, you may get 2 to 5 plat off. If you stay in for 5 hours, you may get another 10 plat off. Looking for the good deals. But is it really worth it? In 2 hours time, you can pretty much get a Boulder Prime BP and sell it for 40 plat. So it's all about how desperate each party is. So Warframe is good, but I wouldn't, go for it word by word or dollar by dollar, plat by plat. Yeah, guys, so that's all I want to talk about trading. So if you want to jump into trade right now, by all means. But if you want to know a bit about how I got my plat number from history, then stay tuned. So this is how I did it. A while back, Steel Charge and Legendary Cores Steel Charge got nerfed, Legendary Cores got released. I managed to get 8 Legendary Cores, and that is what constitutes a chunk of this. Another chunk is basically when trading first came out, no one knew the prices. How I didn't, I sold my first maceration for 75 plat. Back in the days, people were selling for 400 and above. So I got ripped off them, but I learned my lesson, and after a while I noticed you can buy maceration back in the days for 250, sell it at 400. You can buy a Vitality Redirection at 150, sell it at 250. I didn't deal with the corrupt ones, the sell and buy for even more, but I didn't really deal with those. So just dealing with these ones was very effective, and that's how I got the majority of my plat. Now you can't really do that because prices have decreased. 1, because legendaries have came out. 2, because trading has been around for so long that most of the pro players or people that want these ones have got them already, so they don't buy it. For people that do want to buy it, there's so many sellers out now because once you get a max vitality, it's in the system for good, right? Unless someone fuses it or sells it to the market for 300 credit or something, it's always in the system. So it'll just increase and it won't decrease. So there's so many sellers right now that prices are just extremely low. Like I was saying before, you can get one for 100 plat. So right now, you can probably still make a bit out of buying, selling, but it's just 10 to 20 plat, and it's not worth a credit trade-off. When trade first started, I had over 22 million credits, and I've been accumulating credits, but now I have less than 1 million. That's how heavy these mods burn credits. I know some guys in the comment will be saying, you'll be ripping people off, buying, selling at high-low prices, but that's how it is, guys. That's the world of Warframe. I make this video trying to tell you guys things like this exist. People will do it how I'll do it, even from now. But it's just the way it is. If you're smart, watch my videos, don't get ripped off. But having said that, some people who never buy plat want that extra few platinum, because when trade first came out, I sold my first iteration for 75 plat. I thought it was worth it. That was 3 slots of Warframe, another 2 for weapons. Hell, I would never get that otherwise. But now, knowing how easily people part with plat, I would never sell another iteration, max iteration for 75 plat. Yeah, guys, so that's all. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you've got any questions or comments or any good deals you've made, leave in the comments. I want to read them. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.